ever had a moment of chaos come at a time when you're just trying to get your life together and you're thinking to yourself, I know I could deal with this much better. It wasn't in the middle of such a horrible stage in my life because I just got laid off my job. They're downsizing at my company. I got creditors calling me. I'm going through a divorce. My mama just died. My kids are sick. I got cancer. I'm going through depression. In the middle of all that chaos, you got to remember that it's those low moments that will define who you really are.
The true character of a person is shown when your back is up against the wall. These are the moments that separate the successful from everybody else. But how do you keep going? Why do you keep going? What is it that will make it worth it for you when you want to give up?
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. How are we feeling coming into the middle of the week? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, sending blessings and love to the family as always. Today we are going to be diving into a great topic. I feel like this was the perfect time to go ahead and touch on this again, diving into the chakras, how we can all get in alignment with our desires coming into the second half of 2023. Deanne in the building. Mr. Nivs, it's good to see everybody. I'm excited. I'm fired up. It's actually a crazy story. I've been at Verizon since pretty much 8 o'clock this morning. I waited 4 hours for my phone storage to go ahead and transfer through. It's still not through. So I had to come and run back over here to go ahead and get this call out there. So I wanted to make sure nobody missed this for today. But it just goes to show that I'm telling you guys right now, there's never been a better time to really get tapped into these skill sets. Because even when I was sitting at Verizon, I'm hearing so many different conversations about people that are looking for streams of income, everything that's going on in the world right now. And I'm just sitting here thinking, as I'm changing out my phones, I have a trade-in, having money work while we're on there. So a lot of things to be blessed and grateful for. Let's get into today. We're going to be talking about how to go ahead and get into alignment during a time with so much noise, where so much uncertainty, and we can go ahead and feel confident about where we are and where it is that we're going. So let's get a little bit of gratitude down below before we get into today. We're going to go ahead and dive into the topic. What is everybody grateful for in the middle of the week? Jump into new levels in July. So here we go. Let me get live on IG, and we are getting this party started. How to get in alignment. Your desires. I don't know why YouTube won't let me play music, so I always have to do this secondary. They don't want to let me get the sauce out. It's all good. So I'm grateful to be alive. I'm thankful, so grateful for God. How many of you guys have ever had a moment? Let me ask you this. How many of you guys have had that moment where you're just like, yo, thank you, God. I know your presence was there. I know you're watching over. I know you're guiding and protecting me. Understand, if you've ever had this situation ever inside of your life, realize that no matter where you are, no matter what time, any place, you have protection, right? You have a higher source that is watching, that is guiding over. So fear, a lot of the times, is self-imposed. So a lot of things I was fearful of before, I started to get in the mode, get in the groove of starting to realize that a lot of the things you're going to see through this training is self-imposed. So I'm thankful for the awareness. I'm thankful to be gaining peace of mind through all of the chaos. And I'm grateful for each and every one of us that are taking the time for this journey, right? If the journey of entrepreneurship was easy, everybody would do it. Okay. This is why I'm telling you, this training right here, there's a reason why so many are experiencing turmoil, and a big reason is this is why. All of these different chakras are not in alignment. And I know what that's like. I've been there, and I want to go ahead and shed some light on how we can all go ahead and really get the wheels turning so we can all start moving at our highest level. So let's go ahead and dive in. Today, we have the different chakras. Okay, I wanted to touch on the different chakras when we're talking about getting into alignment, because truth be told, this is one of the most game-changing exercises, trainings, and understanding concepts that I've really been able to take, internalize, and really go ahead and shift my perspective. So here we go. Let's get into it. When we're talking about the chakras, drop a 777 if you guys have ever spent some time learning about the chakras. Right? I've done a similar training pretty recently, but I want to go ahead and double back on it because I think this is a great time. So drop a 777. You guys know a thing or two about the chakras. First things first. For those of you that don't know, each chakra plays a role, right? Each chakra has a different segment, is in a different part of the body, and it symbolizes something completely different from the next one. But collectively, they all create what is called alignment. Okay, so drop down your favorite affirmation. What is your favorite I am affirmation? You see, for years when I first got started in the industry, we were taught about I am affirmations, right? For those of you that don't know, I am is one of the most powerful words inside of the dictionary, right? They say whatever we follow with I am, most of the time, that's how we're living our life. So how many of you guys know somebody that always says, I'm tired, I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like going? It actually works the opposite side as well, right? I am successful, I am growing, I am a leader, I am transforming on a daily basis. So affirmations, I am affirmations are great, they're wonderful. But I always wondered for years, why is it that some can write these I am affirmations for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and can still be at the same level? Well, here's why. Because this is only one piece of the formula. This is only one angle of being able to learn this entire perspective. And this is how we can go and easily understand it by going through the chakras. Okay. So I want you guys to think about I am is almost like the roots. Okay. This is the root chakra. So let's go ahead and start from the bottom, and we'll go ahead and move our way up through the chakras. So let's start at the root. Okay. The root is, if you guys want to go ahead and Google a picture so you can see exactly where each of these chakras lie in the body, you can go ahead and do so. But let me get through it. Okay. So your root, this is down here. This is down below your waistline. The root is you can think about this as your I am chakra. Okay. I am resilient. I am grounded regardless of anybody's decisions. Okay. So number one is understanding the I am affirmations. Go ahead and drop some I am affirmations right now. What are some I am affirmations that you could think about? Let's put it out to the universe. Let's put that energy out through the screen and transmute that. Let me see. I am courageous. I am a leader. I am limitless. Let me see that energy down below. That's number one. Here's number two. Okay. The second piece to getting in alignment is going to be known as the root chakra. Okay. The root chakra is number one. Number two is going to be sacral. Okay. If I give, then I can go and receive easily. This is all about love. This is all about learning how to look at things in a different light. You see, Jim Rohn talks about we get paid for the value that we give. This is why I do calls every single day for free. This is why Neno did calls every day for over 3+ years straight, because of this concept. Understanding that whatever we give always comes back in abundance, right? That smile that we give out to somebody, opening that door, that handshake, right? That positive message, that positive piece of gratitude in the morning, that always comes back. But you see, it works both sides. If we're the type of person that's always complaining, that's always saying, oh man, why does this always happen to me? Here's the deal. We're not moving out of love. We're moving out of jealousy. We're moving out of envy. We're moving out of hate. And I can tell you, nothing manifests that's very good inside of any of these emotions. This is why every day we write down our gratitude. This is why every day we write down what is that we're grateful for. You see, grateful is right up there. Gratitude and love is right up there with each other. If you can be grateful, you can learn to have love inside of your heart. And I want to give you guys the biggest pieces along this journey to success. You ready? I'm still growing. I'm still learning this every day, even myself. But one of the most powerful things that any of us can do is learning self-love. Everybody go like this. Everybody go ahead and put your hands over your heart. And I want you to feel your heartbeat. I want you to know how special you are. I want you to know how powerful you are. I want you to know how much you mean to the world. This is called self-love. You see, a lot of times growing up, we don't have a lot of self-love. We have a lot of rejection. We have a lot of getting told no. We have a lot of people that have shaped their ideas onto us. Cedric in the building. Dante, it's good to see you, fam. Right? A lot of people have shaped ideas, but growing up, it's not easy to go ahead and actually tell ourselves words of wisdom. Why? Because we're not necessarily surrounded by it. We don't really have friends that are encouragers. We don't have people in school or professors that are really celebrating us. We have a lot of people tolerating us, but not many celebrating. So we haven't really learned how to love ourselves. And when you love yourself, guess what? You're no longer afraid of anybody else's opinion. There's nobody that can steer you away from where it is that you know you're going, because we now have tunnel vision. We're locked in. We're rooted deeply. So this is the sacral, okay? This is the second piece to getting in alignment. Number one is going to be the root chakra, I am, okay? The second piece is going to be the sacral. If giving is in your blood, you'll be able to receive more than you can ever imagine, okay? My business is a place of creativity and growth. I value the opinion of myself more than those who cannot see what I can see. Okay, that's number two. Number three is going to be known as your solar plexus. Okay, number three is all about I do. Everybody go ahead and drop some I do's in the chat. Let me see it. I do. Okay, you see your solar plexus. This is about personal willpower. This is about really making a commitment. So you know what? Today's the day. I'm drawing a line in the sand. What's today's date? July 19th, 12:08 in the afternoon. Today's the day I make a decision to draw a line in the sand and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm ready to go after the life that not that I want, the life that I deserve, the life that I was born to go out and achieve, witness, experience, feel. This is green and gold. If you guys want to know what the colors of the solar plexus are, right? Green and gold. And think about this. When you look at green and gold, this stands for creativity. This stands for success. This stands for prosperity. I do things in the right way where I deserve magnetic, magical things coming into my life. I do powerful things to create leaders inside of my business. I do what's necessary to go ahead and grow myself every single day. I step out against the unknown to be a light inside of so much darkness. This is the I do, right? This is the action steps. How does that feel just saying that out loud? I do the things to exude confidence so they can say, yes, I can as well. Okay, that's number three. Number four, let's get into the heart. You ready? This is a big one. The heart. This is a huge piece of the process right here. Getting deep into the heart chakra. Okay, this is green. I am love and I give love. I receive love. My business serves with love and integrity. Money flows with love and integrity. Okay. The heart chakra. I'm going to tell you right now, if there's jealousy, anger, bitterness, ego, any of these emotions, guess where that sits? Guess where that's held? That's in this chakra. That's in the heart. And I can tell you one of the most toxic emotions is any of those that I just named. You know what it does? It literally eats at the heart chakra. You know what it creates? It creates what's called a blockage. Creates a blockage. So as I go through all of these different chakras, you're going to start to see each one plays a role. And here's the deal. If these two are in alignment and the next one is out of alignment, and even the bottom two are in alignment, guess what? You have a blockage in the middle. This is not in line. This is not going to be in flow state because there's a blockage. So if we can take the time to identify each of these chakras and see where our emotions at, where's our energy at, we can start to identify where the blockage is in our own alignment. You see, this is an exercise that you're not going to be able to really ask your friends. No. You got to take some time and sit with yourself to see where your own chakras have a blockage. Okay. So that's the heart. What phone call do you need to make today? Maybe you have a grudge. Maybe you have a family member you haven't talked to in years. You haven't seen them since your 21st birthday, but you just had something on your mind. That one phone call can literally unbreak that entire blockage and open up a stream of flow throughout all of these chakras. So I don't know which one that is for you, but if you could take the time to see, I can promise you, just like myself, this changed the game for me. I had a lot of blockages in my heart, right? And I also had some blockages in my next chakras, which you're going to see, that allowed me to change everything in my life. Okay, let's keep going. Let me show you. So here's the throat. Okay, the next chakra is right here. So if we go in a line, right, we went from the root, which is down here. We went into our sacral. We went into our solar plex. Now we went through the heart. Now we're into our next, which is known as the throat chakra. Okay, this is blue. If you want to know the color, okay, blue, by the way, is my favorite color. I speak truth. You see, the color blue symbolizes truth. I confidently voice my value. I speak confidently, and my finances reflect this. I communicate my feelings with ease and clarity. I confidently share the value of my business. I'm not afraid to share my story because I know my story can impact lives that they didn't even know was possible for them. So when you start realizing that facts tell, stories sell, you start to no longer be afraid what anybody thinks. Because here's the deal: nobody's perfect. Everybody's growing and going through something. But how much do you think your story can touch somebody else that's going through something just like you? You know how many people are homeless out of their car? You know how many people have lost a family member to cancer like mine? You know how many people had no idea what they want to do with their life getting out of college? A lot of people have that story. But if I never share my story, nobody else is going to be able to know what happened for me. And when you really understand that, you're going to start to notice that maybe the reason why you even took a step for yourself is because you heard somebody else's story. You saw what was possible coming from rags to riches. You saw what was possible coming from an immigrant background, coming from a third world country. That's what happened for me. I saw people that weren't qualified, that were considered to be a statistic, that were told they were never going to be able to make any serious achievements inside of their life. And they went out and they made it happen. And they spoke their vision. They spoke their positivity every day. They spoke their story. And I started to realize that the longer that I sit and I hide in my shell and I hide my story and I hide my voice, the longer I'm going to keep asking the question and wondering, what if? What if I would have committed to my dreams? What if I would have gotten out there and got bold? What if I would have made that video? What if I would have went out and I spoke up and I made that connection? Where could that have led? And as I look back over the years, the times where I were fearful, the times where I went out and I did the things that seemed scary to do, ended up leading to the most abundant relationships, some of the most incredible events. We drove to events with no money, sleeping inside of our car, barely having any gas to get there. You know, we spoke the whole time. We spoke success. We spoke positivity. We spoke the vision. Even with hell breaking loose from all different angles. So it doesn't matter what season's going on in life. It's important to be able to speak the vision, to be able to speak where it is that we're going, to be able to speak gratitude. You guys don't know what I've been going through every day on these calls, right? Just like you, I've had problems too. But you know what? In the midst of all that, we still speak the vision. We still speak gratitude. You would have no idea how many things I'm going through some days on these calls where I would literally be in tears, bawling my eyes out. And I literally have to, a couple seconds before, wipe them off, get on here, and still speak the vision, still speak clarity, still speak positivity. Because I know life and death is in the power of the tongue. You think anybody who's great, they didn't go through problems? You think Martin Luther King didn't go through any type of rejection, any type of resistance? But what did he speak through all of that? He still spoke the vision. And we can look at almost anybody who's great, and it's the exact same story. So the power of the throat chakra, just like all of these, is so important. So I want you to think about this today as we go through life. Whatever's happening right now, what are the words that we're speaking? What are the words? Are we speaking lack? Are we speaking negativity? Are we the ones speaking, why does this always happen to me? Because I can almost promise you, if that's the words that's being spoken, there's going to be more of that coming into the future. Because what we speak about, we bring about. What we think about, we bring about. I can't stress this concept to you enough because I know how real that it is. So let's speak. We're getting ka-chings. We're getting withdrawals. We're creating amazing relationships. Our body's getting healthier every day. That's the throat chakra. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. You ready? Here's the next one. This is your third eye. Okay, everybody go ahead and tap and touch your third eye for me. Okay. In 2023, it's going to be very imperative to wake up, right? To understand the times we're living in, to notice that we have a window right now that we can truly take advantage of to go ahead and impact years and generations to come. The third eye is purple, and the third eye signifies intuition. The third eye signifies wisdom. To be able to think and make decisions easily and effortlessly, right? To be able to say my business vision is clear and I follow it with clarity. I trust my wisdom and intuition. I'm believing in myself more every single day. I listen to part of me that is calling me and not stopping me. I'm seeing and making contact with the right individuals every day on a daily basis. This is the third eye. This is intuition. This is wisdom. This being able to see it before we see it. Can we see the success coming in already? Can we see the change in our bank account? Can we see the impact? Can we see the flood of messages flowing in? Can you see yourself speaking on stage? Can you see yourself getting that call with your family thanking you for all of the work and all of the effort that's been put in? This is the third eye. You've got to be able to see it before it happens. See, when I was living out of my car and I was 30K in debt and I had no job, I went to the store. I went and I bought a notebook and I wrote, I'm so blessed and grateful that I've done X by the time I was 25 years old. This took a different level of intuition. This took a different level of wisdom. This took a different level of vision and clarity to be able to really take the time to write this down and actually believe it and feel it as if it's already happened. You know, we talked about the end goal yesterday. You see, your means goal, there's always a so. I want to get this done so I can do this. But you see, an end goal, these are strictly fulfilled. This is really emotional based. So one of my end goals is right here. Okay. And we're talking about the third eye, right? Talking about things that most people can't see. They're going to call you crazy. Here's what they say. If your dreams don't make people laugh, they're not big enough. It took me a while to learn this, but this is the truth. So when you guys see me, if you see me and you have a chance to ask me, I want you to ask me, D, let me see your license. And when you look on my license, you're going to see I have my signature right here. And next to it, I also wrote something. I wrote 1 billion, right? I wrote 1 billion right on my license. And here's the deal. Most people, they think that's insane. Most people, they think that's psychotic. You know what I understand? This is part of the spiritual side of success. 90 to 99% is spiritual, right? So can you feel it before it even happens? Can you see the success? Can you see the abundance? Can you see yourself on stage before it even comes? And last but not least is going to be the crown chakra. Here's my last one for you, okay? This one's dark purple. This has to do everything with purpose. This has to do with getting at peace with yourself. This has to do with getting aligned with our energy and our abundance in all areas of our life. Family, mind, body, spirit, society, finances. When all of these start to get aligned, now we start to realize that how easy, how simple life can be. How many great things can start flowing in. We don't have to force and try to manipulate everything in life. They say, if you want to go ahead and catch butterflies, don't go chasing butterflies. Mend your garden and let the butterflies become attracted to you. This is how life is meant to be. Life is not meant to be difficult. Life is not meant to be a struggle. Life is meant to be effortless. The law of ease. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't mean not putting any work. I don't mean not putting any effort. I mean by being able to work smarter and not just harder. I mean by being able to have more, doing less. My mentor used to say that to me all the time, forever. It never made sense to me. How can we have more doing less? Normally you think having more, we have to get another job. We have to work harder. Well, that's actually not the truth. When we get organized, when we get a schedule, when we get a purpose, when we get clarity on our vision, you start to see how effortlessly things are able to flow. So dreamers, with that being said, that is my training for everybody on how to go ahead and get in alignment. This is a perfect training to go ahead and take some time today and really just ask yourself the question, where am I at with each of these chakras? So to touch on them real quick, how do I feel about my root chakra, the I am, my sacral, right? Am I giving every day so I can go ahead and receive? The solar plexus is all about I do, taking action, the heart, okay, moving with love, throat, speaking the truth every single day. Third eye, all about intuition and wisdom. And last but not least, the crown is getting aligned with our higher purpose, right? Napoleon Hill talks about DMP, identifying our definite major purpose. So fam, if you got any value from today, go ahead and drop some 777s down below. Smash that like button. And if nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. I'm excited. And I'm so fired up to see all of the growth that is here and coming through the month of July, coming into wrap up the end of summer and ending off 2023 with an absolute bang. Dream Team, I love you guys. Remember, you can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. I got to go get my new iPhone 14 Pro 512 gigabyte because we have a lot of moves to go to make happen. This is the digital age, family. It's so funny because I was going there to get my new phone, and he's like, yo, I've never seen really anybody have to get a 512 gigabyte. And I was just thinking to myself, if only they knew the power that's inside of this phone every single day, they would use it completely different. So Dream Team, have a phenomenal day. Let's go out and make these dreams come into reality. It's game time. Let's go.